making his way to the ring, from parts unknown, ABS.
Can you dig it? Setup!
And approaching the ring, from Houston, Texas, weighing 256 pounds, Booker T.
Can you dig it?
This looks like the start of the Royal Rumble last week now, doesn't it? The first two entrants to the Royal Rumble are at it again. Abyss and Booker T are facing off here tonight. Booker T eliminated Abyss as the first person in the Rumble. And Booker T was the second person eliminated from the Royal Rumble. He was eliminated by Billy Gunn. Abyss looking to prove himself, looking to show that he can beat Booker T. It just so happened that he's not as good about not flying over the top rope as Booker T is. Now Booker T fighting against Abyss. Abyss whipping Booker T into a giant suplex. Grabbing at the head of Booker T. Now these two competitors are repeatedly countering each other, trying to get the early goings of this match going. Series of punches to the head, but countered by Booker T, pushing Abyss into the middle of the ring. Huge suplex by Booker T to Abyss, slamming the big man to the ground. Both of these men former TNA World Champions. Booker T now the manager over at Smackdown, but wrestles here for TNA. Booker T used to be a member of the Main Event Mafia in TNA, along with the members of the Outsiders and Scott Steiner from WCW. Abyss now with a headlock onto Booker T. King Booker has had many accolades in his career, from his time in the WWF to his time in WCW, where he started, and during his time in TNA as part of the Main Event Mafia. Abyss has been a TNA loyal, as he's been a very early star of the TNA roster, changing his persona several times. He has now been a star of the cast as the lawyer of the show, of the Impact Zone. Abyss now getting whipped into the corner here by Booker T. Booker T getting countered, getting put to the corner himself with a series of punches as Booker T pushes Abyss back into the middle of the ring once again. Kick to the face to Abyss. Series of counters and technical wrestling from these two wrestlers going on right now. Light damage to either of them. Suplex by Booker T. Countered. And now a one-legged Boston Crab coming in by Abyss. Booker T able to counter though, turning himself over. Such great leg strength and core strength in Booker T to turn himself over, get the big man off of him. Abyss looked to get a punch there, but countered and gets tossed onto the mat once again. Abyss a bit slower than Booker T. You could argue that both of them men have very equal amounts of strength. Double neck breaker there by Abyss, now focusing on the head once again. He has been focusing on the head for most of this match. Trying to get Booker T unconscious, get him dizzy, anything. Just get him to not think as much. And he might be easier to grab, easier to pin, easier to win this match. Booker T missing that running leg move as Abyss punches Booker from the top rope once again, only getting 2 this time before getting tossed off by Booker T. Booker T now into a submission maneuver here against Abyss. Abyss with a headbutt to Booker T. Leg maneuver by Abyss. Abyss now fighting in the middle of this ring. Gets flapjack, but Abyss countering that pickup into a huge clothesline. Those huge arms to take down Booker T. You see him swinging neck breaker coming from Booker T. See the 2 tie up once again. Still no one has gotten a huge amount of momentum in this match as of yet. You see a bit of a damage move onto the arm of Booker T. Now it looks like another submission maneuver here. Grabbing at the head and wrenching the arm of Booker T away from his shoulder socket. Booker T able to counter that, grabbing Abyss's head and pulling him down to the mat. Booker T showing off to the crowd. Hear some whistles there as Abyss comes up, and Booker goes for a great move there. Looked like a modification of the bookend, and goes for a pin onto Abyss now. 1, 2, not a 2 count. Abyss able to kick out before 2. Booker T now grabbing at the head of Abyss once more, whipping him around, whipping him into the corner, putting him up on the top rope. What's he gonna do here? Grabbing at the back and going for a giant suplex, slamming the head and the upper back of Abyss against the mat. Abyss able to roll out of the way of that knee drop, able to get himself back up without too much damage, getting hit with the back of the elbow. Booker T now with aggression onto Abyss. Seems to be taking this match into his own hands right now with a giant splash into the corner. You see him try and rip the arm out of its socket there. Booker T now with giant elbow to the neck. Abyss pushing out from the aggression that Booker T has put on him, but not too hard, as Booker T gets a huge suplex, slamming Abyss into the mat. Grabbing at the arm once again trying to pull it out of his socket, as Booker T keeps the aggression hard and fast onto Abyss. Got him in a fireman's carry. Fireman's carry plants him right onto his face. As Booker T now looks to go for a pin here. 1, 2, no, 2, no 3. Abyss has plenty of energy left in him. Not gonna let a 3 count get on him this early in this match. We see Abyss grab the arm, going to go for another submission maneuver here, wrenching the arms of Booker T. Abyss seems to be focusing on the arms of Booker T perhaps trying to take out some of his strength, make it so he can't lift him as much. He can't do lifts like this, in which Abyss spins him around, slams him down, goes for a pin now. 1. Only a 1 count. Booker T has not had nearly enough damage. As we get a scissor kick by Booker T, slamming the face of Abyss into the mat. We go for a pin. 1, 2, 3. Booker T wins the match.